Welcome to the Locked Up RC channel. I am your host, Patrick Norton. Tonight, we're gonna do a little, blast from the past. I don't know how many of you remember this truck. So this truck is called the Vuck. It is an axial SCX10 with a TF2 body that has been halved, quartered, drawn and quartered, split up, put back together, all that good stuff. This was created by Devlin Shipley, and tonight we're going to make it a little more weird because it's already a weird truck. You may or may not recognize these as axial Capra axles. We're going to go ahead and put those on the Vuck because it's a ridiculous truck. Moo ha ha ha. So, first of all, focus camera. Don't give me that back talk. What we've got tonight is a Vuck. We've got front and rear axle housings. The front has the knuckles on it. I don't have the internals for this yet. I've got some stuff I'm working on. I just like to throw parts around. I hope you guys missed me. It's been a long time since we've done a show because my desk has been covered with stuff. It's been covered with stuff. We've got an interesting little unit, some accessories. So this truck actually, and this is a really cool truck. I'm going to show you guys a couple of features just really quick. The way that Devlin put this truck together, you have the back tire, which you can already see. To take the truck off, there's usually a nut on here. This is what holds the body down in the back. It's a good sound. It's not a good sound. Up front, what he did was he used two of these little off-road lights, and they screw onto two screws that come up through the hood. Look, it's not the way I would have done it, but it works. And of course, if you've ever seen this truck, which camera am I trying to get to here? I guess this one. There is a baby that's being hung inside. I don't know. Whatever, but you can't change it. It's like history, urban legend, this truck. Yeah, it's got some mild cracking in the body where it was sectioned and put back together. It's pretty freaking sturdy though. I've seen it take some tumbles, and the paint's nice, so most of this will buff out. He's got a competition hook on there, which again, not what I would have done, but Devlin's a competitor. So simple, the old SCX10s, right? This truck already has on it our Pro CMS kit. So if you're not familiar with this kit, it's going to be hard to see because of the giant honking. There's a big bumper on the truck. So he's got the Pro CMS kit on here. I say he. You know what? Actually, I think I installed this. I don't know. It's been so long. And we're going to use this kit with these brackets. So these brackets are just going to be an accessory. If you're familiar with our Pro CMS kit, you can buy the original SCX10 version or you can buy the 10.2 version. Well, now you will be able to mount, to an SCX10 or a 10.2. You will be able to use these brackets. They basically drop in to... That's the rear housing, Patrick. You guys gotta watch me. These got a little bit of dust on there. These drop into. Man, it's been so long since I've done a show. I've forgotten all sorts of things. Let me know how the volume is because I adjusted the volume. Every now and then it's showing red, which basically means I'm screaming. So I hope I'm not screaming, but maybe I am. I don't know. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit here. You guys know I've got all these toys. So on the housing, so the Capra is set up from the factory for a 4-link, and that's great. But if you want to add, a 5-link, I guess, let's go with that. If you want to add a chassis mounted suspension, you need a bracket. So what we came up with is this little bracket, right? It adds your mounting point for a track bar or panhard or whatever you want to call it if you got more names for it. And then we have these other brackets that basically fill in. And I mean, these are a super tight fit. Somewhere I have a pile of 3D printed prototype parts that I had to do before I actually sent this to the machine. And these just drop right in there and they're flush. So anodized black. That's basically what we're going to do. The rear is just going to be, you know, another 4-link like it already is. That's not really going to be too interesting, but if we have time, we'll start to play with it. The main thing, that's a tight fit because it's not even coming out. Hey, we've got some white dust on here. My apologies. I'm a messy person. How's everybody else doing tonight? And what are you guys working on? And all of that good stuff. Sorry, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. It's not really anything interesting. I'm cleaning some dust out of this housing. You know, when you get clumps of sheetrock, don't ask. Just don't ask. Moving on. So that's it. Somewhere I have some hardware for this. Is it up here already? Is it in here? I'm not gonna. First show back, I'm gonna use like the Be Right Back. Oh, this isn't even. I don't know if this is even the right hardware. I mean, you know, it would make sense that I have the wrong hardware because that's the kind of thing that I would do. I'll admit it. Extra Ziploc bags if anyone needs any. We are going to have. Oh, I guess while I have your attention, next week, big sale. We have our Blue Week starting next week. That's our version of Black Friday, but hey, our color is blue. So we do a week-long thing. We do some stuff. There's gonna be some really good deals in there, I think, personally. Where did my, you know, sorry, I guess I should zoom out so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm digging. This is, so, you know, like I said, I took the body off ahead of time. I had some random spacers, adapters. I don't know what that is. Some stuff that I think we're going to use. I swear, I would swear, and possibly be horribly incorrect, that I had the hardware for this up here. But you know how that goes. So there is actually one difference, I guess I'll point out now, from this main bracket to the production version that you guys would get. On this bracket that I have, this main hole, okay, got some random stuff up here. On this version that I have, this main hole right here is, this is like doing the television weather. I don't give those guys enough credit. This hole on my bracket, not tapped. On the bracket that you would get from us, it's tapped for M3 just to make your life easier. This was a prototype. This is the final prototype, and I'm going to go ahead and use it because, you know, otherwise I just have all these prototypes lying around and all that stuff. Yes, that was a baby in the truck. Are the Tsunamis going to be back in stock? The Tsunamis, which I don't know, which ones? I think we have those in like red, blue, and natural, don't we? We've got a lot of those. Are they out of stock? I haven't looked. I don't know. We're out of, let's see, things that I know are going to be in stock next week. We will have another run of the SLW, I think, rock cutters. And we're going to have a run of some, oh, should I tell you guys? I don't know. It's kind of like top secret stuff. We have, it's a long story. Remind me at the end of the show if you're still tuned in, Robert, and I will go grab one of the new wheels that we're going to have. You can't distract me with too many questions. No, you can distract me as much as you want. It's very easy. No one else has trouble with it. I'm still looking for the same dang screws. What did I do with those things? Man, what is happening? Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, you know what? Tonight, at some random point in the night, I'm going to give these away. So these are our Agile Orange, and these are regrinds. We haven't done a coupon in a long time. We haven't done a giveaway in a long time. At some random point, I don't know how I'm going to decide to give it away, but I'll do something. Maybe I'll ask a question, and whoever has the answer will win these. I don't know, but I'll probably forget, and then you guys will yell at me and be like, "You lied to us." I'm not lying. I'm just, brain dead. Haha! I found the screws. They're in the pile of. So look, these are not the hardware that will be coming with these parts, and they're not listed on the site yet. When they're listed on the site, you'll see better pictures and stuff. Again, this is, let's see, this looks like so we've got M2.5 screws, fill these two holes, right here and here. Come on, focus. So these two holes that you're gonna see a little bit bigger, those use M2.5 hardware. This last one just uses an M2, and then like I said, this big hole is an M3. So between the 3 screws and these big plates, this thing is not going anywhere. You will break the axle in half before you have a problem with one of these brackets. I guarantee. I need some water. I forgot I need to add these to the store too. I ordered some of these if anybody wants some, one, whatever. I need to add those to the store before Blue Week, I guess. Why are my comments not automatically moving for me? Don't they know how lazy I am? Hey, Sean. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. I used to welcome everybody. Welcome, Robert, Brock, Ben, and Sean. Thank you for joining me. Ben, we're working on the Vuck, the SCX10 Vuck, courtesy of Devlin Shipley. We're going to put Capra axles under it because the truck's already weird and ugly, so I'm just I don't know, doing something with it, some stuff. Okay, so the first thing really that we need to do is take the old axle off. I probably could take the wheels and tires off and set them aside and all that, but since I don't even have axle shafts in here, I think that's just going to be, I'm not going to say a waste of time because it's going to have to happen. I think our time would be better spent doing other things. So I'm going to set the housing aside. I got to get into position. Go all the way weird. Yeah, maybe we should. I mean, but it's still, I don't want to make it look unrealistic to where I've got like crazy coloring or anything like that, because the truck does still look like it could exist. It's a scale truck. He did great on it. But staying within the context of what could be perceived as scale, although it may not fit like a Circle class or something like that, we are going to make this truck continue to make it whatever weird. And I'm just now noticing he's got the shock towers on backwards. I don't know. This truck, he had to outboard the shocks to fit the bed because he's got a pretty substantial drop bed in there. This is a cool truck. But I digress. I am easily distracted by you, fellas. All the way weird. All the way weird. Let's see. I probably don't. I'm trying to think. I want to do this with the minimal amount of stuff. Work, because I'm lazy. I want to be lazy with this tear down and rebuild. I'm going to just throw everything back in here. So track bar comes off. Let's see. We're going to pull off the tie rod and the drag link. Oh, that's a nut. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. I just dropped a nut inside the wheel. Oh, I'll go ahead and say it. Oh, nuts. Womp womp. This is not going to be long enough. In fact, I don't even know if we have a tie rod that's going to be long enough for the Capra. So something will have to be done. Let's see. That is going to have to come off the top. This nut's going to drop out. Aha. I didn't lose a nut. Going with internal wheels on those Capra axles. Yeah. Got to. I guess I'll have to see what kind of weirdness I can come up with. I will have to figure out some stuff. We've added some of the black steel rings back to the shop. We've got those the store. because we got those done. Some of them came out, and I'm not really happy with them. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to weather some of our black steel rings. I'm gonna just make them rusty as. Yeah, that's what we'll do, because I feel like that fits this truck. That maybe I won't make them. No, okay. I'm gonna figure out a way to try to make them like scale rusty. I'm gonna take like a really heavy grit, like 60 sandpaper, and just put some scratches in them, and then let that rust. So it'll be black and rust. Whatever. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. That sounds ridiculous and fitting. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna just pull some of the hardware off of this axle, because it's not like I've got trays of hardware under this counter that I could just. Dude, got a lot of crap lying around. Sometimes, honestly, I walk into my office or the shop and I see so much stuff lying around, and there are all these piles of projects, and sometimes I think to myself, I think I just want to just give some of these things away. I just want them gone. What was that question? Sorry, Philip. All thread for mock-up links. All thread. No. I think so. I did some guessing, and I've got. I don't remember which ones it is. I have what I think will work for. Wait, what am I talking about? So I think we're going to be able to reuse these lower links, and yes, these are like RTR links that he added back to an OG SCX10. Why? No. But the truck's weird, so we're going to stick with it. This upper link is going to have to change. That much I know, because where we configured the upper link mount for the original SCX10 axle is different than where the upper link mounts are on the Capra axle. So we're going to change this out. I have a couple options, and then more options over there. You guys can't see them. We've got options. Okay, so 18 minutes in, gotten 2 screws off. That's about the pace that we set on this show. It's blistering. Try to keep up. Really. I mean, come on. Also, you guys know I don't like to do things on screen. I like to do things and do them on the side, make it a surprise. I don't know. I may have gotten into some catnip. No, I didn't. But how about we've never really talked politics on this show, but I gotta tell you, I saw something. Someone's gonna have to educate me. Someone else knows more about this. I saw something where Oregon has, I don't want to say they legalized hard drugs. I want to say they made the penalty for carrying a recreational use amount of like cocaine or something. Like, that's fine. Or it's a misdemeanor. I can't remember what it is. Somebody educate me. I roll through the news sometimes and I see these tidbits, and then hey, we have kids, so I don't get a whole lot of time to myself. And sometimes I just read headlines, and we all know how the news does the headlines. They're trying to make it as shocking as possible so that you have to read the article. It's like the ads on Facebook as you're scrolling through. The baloney, like, this gadget has changed the world and sold over 40 billion units. You've never heard of it, because it's crap. I'm just letting you know, it's crap. $100 fine. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I'm glad they're doing it first in Oregon and not in Texas, where I am, because if it works out, great. If it doesn't, I'm far away from it. That's how I'm going to look at it. I don't really, we're going to veer back onto RC cars and not get political or whatever, because I'm pretty sure you guys are not, watching the RC car show for politicalness. I don't know. Stuff and things. Yeah. Bam! So again, if you're not, something just fell off or whatever. if you're not familiar with our Pro CMS kit, and if you still have an old original AX10 and you want to add a CMS kit to it, this is basically what you end up adding on. You've got the 3-link mount, you've got a track bar mount, and we've got like an internal plate that goes on the inside to really help fortify that area. This axle happens to have some of our SCX10 high steers and something that you can't even, some stuff you can't find anymore. So, and we've got some of our 808 wheels on here. So definitely reuse these. It's not, swapping over axles. Actually, we're not going to reuse these on this truck. As Ben already pointed out, we're going to use some internal wheels to make this fun. How did I get all this twisted up in here? What is Devlin? What did he do? You know, that's okay. Maybe that's it. Just looked crazy. Devlin's crazy. I love him, but he's crazy. I think I took the front bumper off, and I think when I put it back, I may have wanted. No, it doesn't matter. Now I'm just talking. How are things, everyone? Ben, it's good. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it would happen in Austin because I think the state is too red. I'm not really. I've got a 15-year-old daughter. I'm not really looking forward to like her being out in public with that. I just nope. But if we take a family trip to Oregon, that'd be fun. But Oregon's beautiful. If you haven't been there, go. I mean, I don't even remember the parks that I went through. We went out to Oregon and drove all the way up to Ucluelet in Canada, and I missed a Steve Banjo random Steve Banjo. Oh my gosh, I missed Steve Martin playing the banjo at some little hole in the wall place by like a night or whatever. I'm so disappointed. I love Steve Martin. Squirrel got me. I think I need to come up with an animation, and as I'm editing these videos, when I just go off random like that, I'm gonna have like a little squirrel that's just, let's see, this camera, it's just gonna like little squirrel run across the bottom. That way you guys can just see me like that. Anyway, job well done, success. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. No, kidding. What am I doing? So this is going to be the interesting or fun part, I guess. We got the front axle off. Obviously, that doesn't take very long. I'm positive we're going to have to change the upper link, so I'm just going to take it off now. I don't know what's going to go back on, though, so I will wait, actually. That way, I'll just get the... Sometimes I just push stuff around, not really doing anything. Protect them. A12 shotgun just doing gross. Do you have a pan hard mount for the Capra axle? Ben, yes. Sorry, I read the comments. I need to, this light, there's glare. I need to turn this monitor, adjust things because I can't read the comments sometimes. Yes. Oh, you know what? What's happening here? You guys, your comments are not showing up. What the hell, man? Why can I not see your why did no one tell me about this? Normally there are Facebook comments right here so that everyone can see them. I can't see them now. I updated the OBS. I'm assuming that when I updated it, I jacked everything up because I didn't test it. That means when I put this on YouTube, oh boy, when I put this on YouTube, it's gonna look like I'm talking to no one. It's just gonna look like I'm crazy. Oh, we're gonna have to fix this. Man, I hate having to fix this crap during the show. Where are you, Facebook comments? Let's see. Let me see. Okay, I think I know what I did. Window. That. Let's try that. See if that works. Ha! Man, sometimes it hurts to be So dumb. 20 minutes, 25 minutes in, and I didn't notice the Facebook comments weren't up. You guys need to know. I know. So when you're watching this on Facebook, you see, you guys know. I'm not explaining anymore. What's up, Jake? We are putting Capra axles on an SCX10, an original, a famous, infamous. You probably know the truck. If you don't, shame. Go take like some history classes or something. Yeah, we're putting Capra axles on the Vuck. If you don't know what the Vuck is, it is the thing of urban legends. So, right, this just fits like a glove. It's not a good show unless I can fit in at least one Ace Ventura reference. This front piece just drops in, and I mean it is milled with a curve so that it hugs the housing nicely. Again, this is not, that screw's I think too long, or longer than it needs to be. We're going to find out. If it's longer than it needs to be, I may change it out. Something else. Hey Patrick, why don't you use scale hardware? I don't know. That's a good point. I don't think I have any M2.5 scale hardware up here. If I did, I would use it. But what I have are these two random screws. That's what I'm going to use. Again, this is just really easy to put in. I mean, if you started to watch this video because you have an SCX10 and you want to put Capra axles on it, and you got to this point in the show and you're like, holy crap, does it really take 28 minutes to put this thing? No. This has probably been, I don't know, 4 minutes of work and 24 minutes of squirrels distracting me. In other words, I get easily distracted. Yeah, these screws are too long. So when we, as I may have mentioned already, when we add this kit to the site, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to add it in, but I will have correct length, proper hardware in little bags. Oh, me and Jackie are going to get to count out a whole bunch of screws. That's going to be fun. Yeah, that's not okay. So there you go. Nobody saw. So there you go. Right? Focus camera. Capra axle with Trackbar mount. And that's the show. No, it's not the show. But how's the 10.3 do? Damn you. We'll get to that in a second. We need to take care of something first. We need to take care of the dad joke of the week. This was the first time I've done a dad joke like this. It's this good. 5/4 of people admit that they are bad with fractions. We need to get like a random sponsor for like the Chive needs to sponsor the dad joke or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to talk. I know a guy that knows some people at the Chive. If you guys don't know what the Chive is, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. You're beyond help. Oh, footrest, yes. I'm gonna take your bait on the 10.3, and I will tell you that I put off doing one of these shows because I was waiting for some parts to come in for the 10.3, and I was waiting, and I was waiting, and I was waiting, and they never came. And they were supposed to be in the mail. They never came. And I asked for tracking. And nope. Anyway, I was trying to find a whole ton of possible receivers that I could use in the 10.3 that would fit in the box. And I've been through about 5 different receivers and all that stuff. None of them fit. None of them. So I'm going to have to make a new electronics box for the 10.3, I think is what's going to happen. That's fine, but that's going to require me to do some stuff. You guys know I don't like to do stuff. I just sit around and drink water, tell lies, you know, things like that. Things of that nature. Okay, well, and here's the thing. I'm not purposely dragging this out. We are, I believe, if my measurements are correct, sometimes they're right. Sometimes. We're going to have to change the track bar out for something else. And we're going to have to change the drag link out for something else. I see, yeah. And although these look different, they end up being the same length when I put the rod end on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's fine. Let me see. Actually, did I need to unscrew? I don't remember what I need to do here. Let me see. So I have... What do I have? I have things. So I built this link ahead of time. I took a guess. I think that's going to be the new upper link. So actually, I can just put that on now. So I'm going to, because that way it'll be out of the way. How do you like that? This is how old this truck is. It's Phillips head screws. Phillip. Damn you, Philip. I got no problem with Philip. Isn't there actually, right? Philip actually tuned in. Philip, you and your screws. No, I'm kidding. We are weird. That's why I like this truck so much. I live in Austin. It's a weird place, and I'm a weird guy. Maybe not that weird. No. Hey. Actually, I don't know that. There we go. Okay. Nothing to see here. Move along. Maybe that was stuff. So I believe that will be the correct link for the upper. So let me see. We're gonna face this way. I think I can actually put that in. So I'm using a Traxxas rod end. So a little bit of play in there, which I'd prefer not to have. And if you're in this hobby, go ahead and just buy yourself a whole crap ton of random spacers, because you're going to need them at some point. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Man, you guys, that's too short. Let me see. That's even shorter. Going the wrong direction. Let's see. That's also too short. What I got to do to get a screw around here that fits? Huh? I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use that. Whatever. I'm not really being picky about which hardware I'm using at the moment, because hey, we can change all of this out later. Make it nice and scale. Oh, I didn't drop that. I didn't drop that into the great abyss of, oh, actually I see it. The great abyss of nothing. Oh boy. What was I doing? Upper link? That sounds about right. I'm trying to get this little spacer on first. Let me see. I swear I am able to actually grasp things with my hands. I can't talk, you know. It's a good thing I don't, like, you know, try to do any sort of television or videos or anything like that, because apparently I lack the ability to speak in coherent sentences. Let's see, I'm not doing a good job of putting my tools away after I use them. And again, I'm just off. I don't know what I need to do. There's all sorts of things I need to do. Okay, that screw ended up being longer than I wanted. You know what? Damn screws. Where's my I mean, if you guys focus, if you guys know me, you know that when I say, yeah, I'm not going to worry about the script. Yeah, no, I'm going to put the wrong one in, and then I'm going to go back because I get, let's say, particular. That's what we'll go with. Yeah. Yeah. That's the nice way of saying I am anally particular. And just say particular, though. You don't have to add the anal part because, you know, scare the ladies away. Actually, this one is a little bit, it's close. It's not perfect. Oh, fucking spacer came out. Beep! Is it too late? Did the beep catch up? What I meant to say was, don't do that. That was bad. Let's see. Okay. I might want that. I might want that. Something else. That's gonna have to be it because I don't know what else would actually fit in. Oh, look how lucky I got that time. It went right on. My watch is gonna fall off. Where's my leg? Stay. Yay! As I mentioned, I think I mentioned it, if you're using other rod ends, you won't have to use a little spacer in there. I just use these Traxxas rod ends on everything. I don't get any sort of special deal or anything like that from Traxxas on these. I just, man, I started back in the days at the Wheelie King, and I have put these things on everything, and so, like, everything has them. So why would I change? I don't know. They're pretty durable, and they're small enough to still look scale in almost every application. They make me happy. Won't you just let me be happy? Giant bin of hardware. You don't need to keep up there. Let's... Crap, I didn't want to put that away. I make myself laugh. Probably too much. Let's see. I was going to look for a better length screw for this. Let's make a little bit shorter. It's shorter enough that I'm going to change. I think the next size down, I don't really have a whole lot of M2.5 or M2.5, I should say, hardware up here. I don't know why. I just don't. Is that any shorter? Yeah, but that, no, it's not. Okay. The head's flatter. Make it seem shorter. It's all going to get replaced with scale hardware anyway, so why am I bothering? I don't know. Now, I wonder, I've got some really short ones. I wonder if they would have been too short or long enough. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's the back of the axle. If I get kicked out of a scale comp for having a truck that's, you know, no, it's, I'm stopping. I'm not even going to go forward with that ridiculous train of thought because it derails. Okay, so we're still at the same spot, aren't we? I haven't gotten done. Okay, this is going to happen quickly now. I assure you. At least I'm going to tell you that I assure you. I promise nothing. Let's see. So we're going to have shock. Do you have the shocks? Do you have the shocks on the outside? And you'd think with he must have had the shocks on the outside. Well, I guess it's a totally different axle, so who knows? We'll see what happens. Yeah, the shocks would go on the outside because otherwise the tires would hit the links when you turn. For some reason, because it's upside down, my brain was thinking the opposite. So why not? I don't know. Nope, that's close, but wrong. I feel like the camera's closer than it used to be. It's been way too long since I've done one of these shows. And I mean, the real question is, where's Ethan? Ethan, our Australian friend, who is in high school, I think, I assume, sometimes tunes in during class. He's a fun guy. Come on. Am I at least on camera? Yeah, a little bit. Not the best. Whoa, hey. One of my lights just turned off. That's interesting. It is now much darker in here. I don't know why that happens. I've had these lights for a long time. Did I just lose a bulb? How could this happen during a live stream? Oh my gosh. I mean, I'd get up and fix it, but I don't really know what I can do. Let's see. No, I just didn't want to lose my place. We're getting close. Real close. I'm going to just check this light. And it's magically back. Was it too hot? It is a little warm in here. How hot is it? No, it's not that hot. 70 something? 78, 79, 80? I don't know. You know, I mean, when you buy these LED panel lights, and they just don't always work right. Oh, hey. And I am like a bull in a china shop. Okay. My stool got all moved. Back to this truck. So we've got upper link, right? Lower links. I believe this is going to all work out smashingly, swimmingly, whatever, somethingly. I want to move these. This is going to irritate me. So you can see that we've got this sticking up just high enough so that under compression you still have space in there for the track bar, which is good because, you know, kind of need a track bar. Let's see. I'm going to put this in this rod end, and then I need to figure out. So I had detached the track bar that I was using previously. Obviously, I suppose. Hopefully, at some point before Christmas, I will be able to speak normally again. I'd say the pinion angle looks okay. It's a little hard to tell with all the stuff in the way. But again, you would just adjust it by, and that's why I said this upper link, you just adjust it. I mean, you know, add more spacer, take spacer away. I don't think we're going to really have a chance to totally fine-tune everything tonight. Let me see. But might be able to get close. Let me see. Is this what I wanted? Yes. Yes, it is. So I'm going to, guess I need to steal this. Poaching parts. So I'm going there. I left the the rod ends on the servo and the track bar drop So I basically just got half links, and again, this is a guess. It's an educated guess, but it's a guess. Let's see, what am I doing? This is the servo, so we're going to be flat. This is trackbar. And I suppose if enough people are getting... Just lost a camera. Yeah, I did. Man, all sorts of technical crap tonight. Which camera is that? Let's see. Let's see if it comes back. It might. Well, it kind of came back. Then it kind of froze. No, it's... That's not funny. That's not funny at all. No, it's actually funny. We're gonna I like how it's just frozen there. That way it looks like I'm just, I don't know what I would call that look. Disgusted, maybe. You guys know I don't like it when the technology doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Let me see if I can get that out. Let's see. Nope, still there. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to turn the camera off. Maybe it overheated. Like I said, it feels a little warm in here tonight. We'll see what happens. I guess we don't need this blue border if we're not going to have the camera. Whatever. It's fine. Nothing to see here. Move along. I've got a lot of things that are... Oh, you know what? I wonder if this has to do... I had to update the software. And you guys know what happens when I have to update software. But you know what? You guys didn't want to see me anyway. The important stuff is right here. I don't know how many times I have reconfigured the software, but I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to be done. I'm just looking for a... So, I mentioned it before. The mount that's on this one is a prototype. I keep looking up to talk to you guys in the camera, and then I realize that that's a waste of time. This one is a prototype, so the bracket that's on the axle is not threaded on my prototype. On the production unit, it is threaded. Whoa, that's crazy. Don't think we need a screw quite that long. Is there no middle ground available up here? Am I going to have to resort back to the tray of hardware? I'm thinking the answer is yes. Yeah, so we did make the bracket pretty thick. Yeah, I need something a hair longer than this guy. I need to put a big pull-out. Oh, see, the camera's not up. I need to put a big pull-out drawer down here so that I can just have this hardware, you know, like one of those keyboard drawers. That's what I need to look into. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Wise guy, eh? Let's see. What was I looking for? Some screws. One that is a little bit longer. I think that's going to do nicely. Let's see. This guy is how long? That one, actually, you know what? I don't know where she came off of, so we're going to go back in the pop. Back in the pack, monkey. Dropping hardware. What do you guys think? Should I? Disappointed. Face camera's out. Disappointed. Oh, I know, man. I don't know what happened. I was just about to say, should I try it again, see if it comes back? You know, sometimes it's like all of Windows. Got a problem? Shut it down and restart it. Let's see. I'm going to restart this camera. Maybe it will comply. Let's see. Or is it going to be that? No, it's the same solid face. Come on. That's not cool. What if I unplug the HDMI and then plug it back in? Will it catch then? I've had this happen before, and it was like I shut the camera off, and eventually it's like it came back to life. I don't know what else to think. Let me see. I'm incredibly hesitant to unplug the USB capture. The frozen look of disappointment, yes. So sad. Nobody wants to look at that. I also noticed the background music has stopped. Why do they do these things to me? Interesting. Man, how much stuff did they change in this last version of this software? Because it has jacked my stuff up, apparently. It's fine. Well, I guess it's going to be really interesting when I go to do the, whatever. You know? It's fine. I'd prefer for that camera to disappear than this one. Because then I'd just be sitting here talking and you guys wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing. That would be extraordinarily boring, I think. But what do I know? Okay, so we've got, axle is solid. It's on there. It's mounted. It is definitely centered when it is compressed. It's a little hard to tell where center is on this truck. I would say this is just a hair over to the driver's side. Not compressed. I think it's fine when it's fully compressed. But it's still maybe just a hair over there. So I probably would want to add a spacer to this. So let's do that. Let's add, and you know, for those of you that don't know, if you've never done a chassis mounted steering setup before, it's very, 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 I mean, it's so important. It's the most important thing in the world. No. You want to make sure that your drag link and your pitman arm are on the same plane, so they're swinging in the same arc, same plane, and same length. So when you're centering the axle, if you have to add to your track bar to get the axle centered, make sure you add to your drag link, because if they're a different length, they will swing in different arcs and things will be out of sorts. Not as critical on an RC as it is on a 1-to-1, but if you don't have things centered correctly, basically you're going to have floating endpoints, and that can lead to an oh so sad servo life. Nobody wants that. I mean, servo manufacturers want that. I guess that way you're having to always replace servos. I don't want that. Okay. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, I added a 6mm spacer on top of this link. I don't remember what length it is. I'll try to put some. Yeah, you'd get bumps here, Ben. Exactly right. Not noticeable since we're not riding in the trucks, but oh yeah, there we go. So it is a little bit to the, I'd say, driver's side right now. When it compresses, it's a little bit to the passenger side. So at ride height, in the middle, that's going to be where it is, and that's what you want. So I'm happy with that. So I need to make sure I add to my, hey, stop that. Add to my, oh my god, I can't think anymore. Drag link. Whew. Good thing I used crazy long set screws on here. Alright, let's see. It's so, oh, hey, go back in that light. I didn't realize that was that loose. Oops. Okay, so, that's not right. Where was this? On top? Yeah. Okay, so this is going to go on top. This tie rod, man, this, I can't find a good place for it. Throw it in the box. So this tie rod is going to be holy schmoly way short. Holy schmoly? Is that, can I say that? Is that a thing? Can we say that on live television? We're not on television. It's Facebook. Might be able to. Maybe. Might. I'm doubting it, but maybe I can get away with adding. Are these 6 mil? Ah, I forgot my calipers. They're somewhere. Wow, that's a really long screw. Can add some spacers to the tie rod. Looks like we're going to have to produce some additional lengths. God, what? Why is it every time I say link, I think I have to add the word length somewhere in there? These actually, no, these aren't even our spacers. These are axial spacers. The old, I don't remember what they call that grid. Again, this is, I did some math, so I think I was planning on this. Yep. Okay. Things are going to start happening to me now. Let me see. Hey, hey, hey. None of that. How long does this screw have to be? Longer than that. Man, that's a significant screw. That'll work. I apologize that you guys cannot see me or what I am doing at the moment, but I guess you kind of could, actually. You know, I'm now realizing that normally when I end the show, I do a little outro with that selfie camera, is what I call it. It's gonna be difficult to do since the camera's not working. I'll have to figure something out. So we are rapidly, and actually, damn, that's the camera that I usually use to show you guys what we've been doing. How far in are we? Yeah, we're an hour in. That's actually pretty good. Actually, maybe a decent stopping point. Since my camera decided to bust. Curses. I know it's not the camera. It's the software. So there we are. I think that worked out smashingly. Pinion angle looks good to me. Again, that is adjustable with the upper length, blah, yes. Also note on this one, on this SCX10 Trackbar Drop, we've got options, 2 holes. Probably have to play with that. Let me see. I'm going to have to play with trying to get this. Well, it's hard to figure out where the center line is going to be to show you guys how the links line up. It's off a little bit right now. Probably what I'll do is I'll take this mount and go up 1 hole, and that will put these 2 in alignment, which, as I said before, that's what you want. You want those operating on the same plane and all that good stuff. They do a little tiny bit. Well, no, we got full compression, but these are not. Oh yeah, no, man, I keep saying things. I don't know what I'm talking about. These are SCX10 shocks. I don't know what springs he's got on here. He's like Tyco RC Fun Buggy springs. No, I never know. It would probably help if I clearanced off this notch on top of the housing. This just has a little bit of catch right there. It'll sort itself out eventually. But it would probably also help if I bump that up to the top hole. So let's see what happens if I do that. And we try to have adjustability in everything. You know, if you change the pinion angle and bring it down, for instance, or up. So if I'm pointing the pinion up higher, you could always add a spacer under this. That would alleviate some of the angle on here. It's good to have options. That's what you want when you're doing this stuff. You know. everybody likes to do things a little bit differently, set their pinions differently, using different length links. See there again, every time I say length, I can't say it. Let me see. I think this upper hole is going to be better. If not, I can go back to the lower hole. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, that's pretty much money. I might. So I think if I were setting this up for a customer and setting them up to run, I would add, and that's pretty close. I'd add a little tiny spacer under this, and it would bring this up just a hair. Now, if you're watching this video because you have purchased this kit from us and you're trying to figure out what you need to do to get everything lined up, just remember, start with having these two things the same length, exactly the same length, right? Your excuse me, your track bar and your drag link. Set it up however you want. You've got two options down here, and remember, over here you can always add a spacer to bring this end up. So if I wanted to lessen the severity of the angle, for instance on this, I could drop this a hole and add a spacer over here. It's not going to hurt anything to have this spacer added over here. But I think that gets us close enough for the purposes of the video. I don't think I'm going to do the rear end tonight because, you know, I'm mad at this camera. I'm going to try one more time. Just going to try. See if it happens. See if it works. It could work. I'm not counting on it. No, damn, the face of disappointment again. I'm going to make that the thumbnail for this video. Oh, boy. Well, anyway, damn you, camera. Damn you. I'm going to have to figure out a way to plug and unplug. I wonder what's freezing. Let's see. That's, yeah. Is it a bad idea for me to try to fix it? I'm just curious now. Because, you know, we got all this software and stuff. If the stream freezes and explodes, my apologies. I am opening some software that you guys cannot see right now. No, I don't want to install an update, but maybe the fact that I need to install some update, maybe that's part of the problem. Let's see. Okay, did I turn this camera off again? Ah, something is happening now. Let's see if this... No, what? Okay, well that means it's within the OBS software, and that means the only way for me to really fix it is going to be to shut this software off and then come back. So, I also see that when I did that, it pretty much lagged up the whole stream. My apologies for that, folks. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little install. This is what we've got done. We have a Capra front axle on the Vuck, just to give you guys an idea of how much wider it is. If you don't already know, you know, this is kind of what, oh, this is going to be all wet spaghetti on me, but yeah, there's no good way to do this. I was going to try to show you guys how much wider it's going to be, but we'll do it this way. So, substantial width increase, because you have to remember there's going to be a cover, and then your axle is going to start, I don't know what that is, maybe 15 millimeters wider on each side. It's significant. I hope you guys enjoy this face of shame and frustration, or whatever we're calling it. Thank you everybody for watching. I will finish this on another night, or I may just finish it and show you guys pictures. I mean, like I said, it's just a 4-link in the back. It's not going to be anything super fancy, but look for some more stuff in the future on the Vuck. I love this truck. I've been wanting to give it a little bit of TLC for a while now, and this is kind of just the beginning. You also... Yes, I will be finishing the SCX10 I need to paint the body. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the... Is the face of shame still up there? I mean, that's no good. Yeah, okay. Orange ring giveaway time. Okay, let's see. First person to guess my middle name in the comments. Maybe that's too hard. Or maybe someone knows it. If you know my email address, you know what it is. But how about first person to guess my middle initial is going to win a set of our orange agile rings that have been reground. So these are anodized orange, and then we go back and we refinish the surface so you get a nice two-tone look. It is not Andrew. But if you're the only one guessing, you've got a big advantage. I'm just asking for middle initial, folks. And like I said, whoever the first comment is that pops up with it is going to get it. So you guys could... Oh, and I appreciate it that you guys are only guessing one letter at a time. We're going to make that a rule. You can only guess one letter at a time. I don't know. What else can I do? I'm just going to drink some water and watch you guys type letters and guess things. Yeah. Splendid. Oh, I was hoping 3 people were going to guess J in a row. I was hoping for that. While we're doing middle names or middle initials. Funny story. Ben got it. It's an S. My middle name is Scott. Thus concludes our broadcast day. Sorry, guys. Ben already won. Middle initial is S. There's definitely a nice delay in this. What you guys are typing versus what I'm saying. That or you guys just had a whole lot of letters lined up. It was S. Ben got it. Can y'all hear me? I hope so. Anyway, this is going to be like the most comments we've ever had on live video. It's fun. No, that's not true. Because we've had some long live videos. If you guys have any input on some future videos you'd like us to do, please let me know. Other than that, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you guys next time.
If you liked this video, please consider subscribing. Not sure if you want to subscribe yet? Check out one of these videos. Thank you for watching.